they're both up here. Damn.
I downed an enemy.
Oh my god!
The whole squad's been shut down.
Oh.
Cover me.
Hey, Maverick Hunter Zero here. Recently, they changed the arc stars in Apex Legends, which led to Wattson having an issue with her fences. If you're Octane, you could just run through them sons of bitches, and you wouldn't get slowed down. So they just patched that back over, and we just got Wattson back to her normal self. But it led me to think, what would happen if Wattson was actually good? Now, Wattson mains out there, calm down. Look, I love Wattson. Before I played Caustic, seriously, Wattson was who I played all the time when she came out. She was a lot stronger than when they nerfed her ultimate, only have one at a time, and then eventually gave it a timer to not be a permanent object. It was really difficult to justify playing her, and now she's in a position where it's very hard to play her in general. The defensive legends in the game right now are having a hard time, and if you comment in this video and you say, but Zero, what about Gibraltar? Look, man, look, I don't know how Gibraltar's ultimate the defensive bombardment, okay, but take your 5-head and go somewhere else. I'm not gonna put up with that BS, okay? Defensive legends at Apex need help. So in this video, we're going to theorize and talk about what we could do to make Wattson better, what she's good at now, and what she should be better at. So we're going to jump over some gameplay of me on Wattson and just have a conversation. Let's go. Pop, pop, pop. Boom. Here we go. All right, so look, guys. Wattson right now is supposed to hold down an area while also providing her team some defensive capabilities between being pushed, being third-partied, and from being naded to hell. Wattson is good at that now, but she needs to be better up in close-up engagements. She has a smaller frame. I'm glad they took away low profile out of the game, which definitely helped her out. But right now, she is not good to really fight. The setup time for her is so low, and she's supposed to be a defensive character. And if the bar for defensive legends is Gibraltar, which it should be, by the way. Gibraltar has a dome shield that he can deploy at a moment's notice. Gibraltar has the shield on his arm, gives him 50 more HP. Then the other defensive legends, we're talking Caustic, Wattson, and Rampart, need to follow suit. So I just want to talk about what I have suggested here for Wattson, and in the comments below, let me know what you think about my suggestions. If you have any other suggestions of yourself, I'd love to hear them. I love talking about how we can make Legends better. We do that all the time in chat, by the way, when we stream on Twitch live at zeroforever.tv. Link is in the description. So here's some of my proposed changes. Right now, Wattson has a little shield regen that she has, which the only good thing that passive does is if you use shield cells and your last bit of HP on your armor didn't quite come up and you don't want to waste a shield cell, you can just let it sit there, and eventually maybe she'll get there and top off your shields before you get into another fight. And the minute she takes damage, much like Octane, the healing of her shields stop. My suggestion is to take her shield healing, shield charging capability, make it match Octane, right? So you have Octane gaining all this health, make it just like for Wattson. If Wattson can just regen shields, what can she do? Well, in a slower game or a ranked game where maybe you're camping, maybe you're rotating, Wattson can take the shields of her teammates and charge them for free. 1. 2, she's a defensive legend, so while Gibraltar has his 50 HP, Wattson can regen her shield while she's rotating, while she's moving, while she's disengaging. This makes her better, and while it doesn't equally compensate for the 50 HP that Gibraltar gets, it still gives her a little more HP and makes her more effective when rotating. Maybe she just wants to pop a med kit, and while she's popping the med kit, her shields are rehealing. That makes her great. It also doesn't let her do any ring shenanigans, right? Because or even in caustic gas, it just lets her regen shields. I think that's good. If you put a Wattson next to her alt, make sure they stack. Wattson needs to be a monster when she's next to her alt. Her alt already has a cooldown, already has a timer, and it's destructible. But while it's up and while it's away and while it's tucked away in a smart, safe location in whatever structure Wattson is defending, she needs to be scary. She needs to be a defender. She needs to defend her team. Okay? So, if she's gaining 1 HP a second from the alt and she's regenerating, 2 HP a second? So she's generating 3 shields a second. I mean, that's reasonable for her. And if she gets shot, well then, she takes a bullet. That passive cooldown from her passive, the passive regeneration, goes away for about 5 seconds. Now she's only getting 1 HP a second from her alt. So she needs to be a monster next to her alt. And that's kind of going to be the theme here on what I would do to change Wattson. Let's increase her node count to 6. She only carries 4 with a 30-second cooldown on each when she's not next to her alt. That's ridiculous, man. Give her 6 fences, 6 nodes that can make it at least 3 fences. That's 3 entrances or positionings to at least get her started. When she's next to her alt, reduce that cooldown to 1 second, man. Let her be able to be on her alt, fence, and not have to worry about anything. Let her get set up next to her alt. The whole point is I'm supposed to feel confident about picking up ultimate accelerants, using my alt, and getting a room set up. A Rampart can set up pretty quickly. A Caustic can set up pretty quickly. Gibraltar literally just hits a button and is set up. Gibraltar is physically the tank. Okay? It's not fair for Wattson to have to wait longer or wait that amount of time that's currently there next to her alt. Let her just drop nodes and have them. Okay? And if you're not going to give her 6 nodes and you're going to keep it at 4, fine, reduce the cooldown to 10 seconds, man. 10 seconds. Look, right now it's 30 seconds for 4 nodes. I'm suggesting we give her 15 seconds for 6 nodes, or you keep it at 4 and you just drop it down, man. She needs to be able to drop them more. Reduce, my notes here. Reduce cooldown of her nodes to 20 seconds and 15 seconds if you don't give her more nodes. Okay, and her alt reduces the cooldown nodes to 1 second. So while she's next to her alt, man, she's throwing them down like plates, popping them out. Okay. What else do I have here? Oh, yeah. And so right now, also the nodes are easy to destroy. We all know that. You can even shoot the nodes from under a door, man. And that's like, come on, dude. That's ridiculous. You shouldn't be able to do that. The node HP right now is 25, which almost every gun in the game can one-shot a node. My suggestion would be to reduce the HP of the nodes by down to 10 HP. So each node has 10 HP, but every time you connect a node to another node, it increases all their HP max of 50. What does that mean? That means one node to another node is 20. If you have 3 nodes connected, they each have 30. 4 nodes, they all have 40, and 5 nodes, they all have 50, max of 50. That means each node will have 50 HP. When you destroy the first one that are all connected, if you go from 5 to 4, now the nodes only have 40. This makes Wattson players be smart, connect all their nodes to give them more of a defense, make it harder to destroy, and really make the Wattson hold an area. You don't have to push defensive legends, guys. You just don't have to. Okay, the same legends that counter Caustic, counter Wattson, and this will be, this will just change the meta a little bit to make people have to play Crypto. His EMP by just state-based action or just by the description of his node destroys all the traps. So if Wattson is set up doing this, doing that, and EMP goes off, boom, all her shit's gone, and that's a push. Okay, or you can wait her out. There's ways around it. You can Wraith Portal into it. I'm just making suggestions here. When people say it's too strong, she needs to be a defender, man. And right now, she doesn't have the tools to do that. Okay, that's my immediate suggestion. Wattson needs to be able to use ultimate accelerants in 5 seconds, the same amount of times a shield battery. It shouldn't be as long as 7 seconds. Her whole passive is to maximize the effectiveness of ultimate accelerant, She's electrical. She's charging. Boom. She should be able to hit it just like a battery, right? Right now, a ultimate accelerant takes the same amount of time as a Phoenix kit. No, dude, not for her, man. 5 seconds, same as a battery. Be done with it, right? Boom. And then when she's in the line of sight of a ultimate accelerant, okay, so whether it's in an open supply bin, whether it's on the ground, let it glow blue, man. If Loba can see through walls where loot is, at least let Wattson be able to highlight where ultimate accelerants are. Too often we just walk past them because, you know, if we're not a Wattson main, but we like dabbling in Wattson, you know, they should have some aura about them, much like how Evo shields do for everybody. Just give them a little blue hue, a little blue glow, man. And I'm not even asking to see through walls. I'm just saying, let them glow blue, make them highlight, make them stick out, let them know. And if that's not cool, man, you know, the team should know that Wattson needs ultimate accelerants. She should be able to ask for them. I've been saying for a while that you should be able to ping your inventory on things that you need that you already have. If I ping a shield cell in my inventory, my character should go, I need shield cells, I need batteries, etc., etc. You know what I'm saying here. And so what would this look like? What would be the ultimate goal we'd want for Wattson? We'd want Wattson to have 2 ultimate accelerants order, max 4, go into an area, right, and be able to realize that we're getting defensive bombardment, we're getting pushed. They have a caustic, they have a fuse. Fuse is launching his ult. I'm gonna throw down I'm gonna go on top of a building. I'm gonna throw down my pylon. I'm gonna fence an entire area super quickly, regenerate my shields, and be harder to kill. Wattson needs to be harder to kill in her house. If Wattson's out in the open running, she's no different than anybody else and will be taken out. And that should be the feel and vibe for all defensive legends. If you catch a defensive legend out in the middle of an open field and you kill them, that should be the way it goes. There's no reason why a 1v1 in a defensive legends setup, you should have the advantage. If you push a Rampart, if you push a Caustic, if you push a Wattson or a Gibraltar even, you should be super worried that the position that they're holding is going to be more difficult to kill in a game like Apex Legends where the gameplay is fast paced and you're moving around. Let's take these defensive specialists and make them scary to push. That should be one of the main reasons you have a defensive legend picked on your team. Those are my suggestions for Wattson. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you made it this far in the video, I highly appreciate it. And if you did make it this far in the video, type Maverick down in the comment section below. I've been Zero, and you guys the Maverick Hunters. I'll see you all next time. Woo, baby. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. To see more guides of gameplay, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. And don't forget, you can catch me live on Twitch by following the link in the description. I've been Zero, and you guys are the Maverick Hunters, and I'll see you all next time.
Well, there they go.
Just us and Zen.
Have a Kraber, PC dubs.
Dope.